Hello friends, once again welcome to Jyotish Data Stories page. So this is my page and you can for any kind of consultancy you can contact me on the above number and email ID. So today I'm going to talk about the creativity field. So we see a lot of people who are very talented, a lot of film stars or magician or artist who are very talented. So how come this talent comes inside them, and what are the yogas in astrology where we can see and find ourselves that the person is creativity. So creativity is linked with fifth house in the astrology. So let's Google it. What fifth house says in Google? The fifth house, if you search in Google, it will say the fifth house represent the mindset, education, children, progeny matters, creativity, pursuits, adventure, sports, romance, relationship, art, music, talent, and cinema. So fifth house is the house of creativity, the house of progeny, the children, and the talent, the skills we have. So fifth house represents all these kind of things. And in Nadi Astrology, when we do grouping of houses, then we understand how the manifestation of fifth house happens. So 11th is the house, 11th house in astrology is the house of gains. So when 5th and 11 gets connected somehow in the horoscope in Nadi Nakshatra, we find out that the person gets very talented. So let's see the Nadi Nakshatra group. So this is the 5th house grouping. So you can see over here the sports, fine arts, film, speculation. 5 is the primary house, and the supporting houses 2, 11, and 10. 10 is the house of fame. So if a person has 10, 11, 5 connected, so this person becomes very famous in fine arts. And let's check out in horoscopes whether this rules applies or not. So this is the very good app where you can use for astrology. So let's find out. So first horoscope we will see of Mr. Bachchan, who is extremely creative. Nobody can doubt about it, and he's very famous. So if we go in KP system and go in Nadi Nakshatra chart, so this is the Nadi Nakshatra. So you can see the sublord, which is this the third leg, is very powerful. And when something comes in third log, it third level, it sublord level, it becomes very powerful. That yoga becomes very powerful. So if you can see, the 5 and 11 connection is almost there in most of the planets. So this is how Mr. Bachchan becomes the most talented actor of the decade. So we can see this yoga in other horoscopes as well. So let's find out. Let's check the powerhouse of talent, Michael Jackson. So if we go in the Nadi Nakshatra of Michael Jackson, you can see in almost all the planets, the 5, 10, 11, and second house is connected. You can see in Ketu, in Rahu, in sun, in moon, everywhere 5, 11 connection is there. That's why the person was so talented. So let's apply this rule in other horoscopes as well. So Lata Mangeshkar. So if you see Lata Mangeshkar's second house is moon sitting over there, which is the house of speech, moon sitting in his own house, Cancer, and Venus. Venus is the planet of talent. Is sitting in the third house. Okay, where we see the throat of the person. So let's see the Nadi Nakshatra whether it gives 5 and 11 connection or not. Just hold on. So in Lata Mangeshkar case also, if you see, there are a lot of 5-11 connections are there. 5-11 in almost everywhere. So this is how when the creative house get connects with the 11th house, is the house of gain, and 10th also comes, which gives a lot of fame. So when it comes to fame, Justin Bieber is the person who is extremely talented, and he is absolutely so much of famous. So just see if Justin Bieber has this 5-11 combination. So we'll go to the Nadi Nakshatra of Justin Bieber. So you can see the 511 connection. So Justin is from very young age. He was in Jupiter Mahadasha from 2010 to 2026. He is running in the Jupiter Mahadasha. And the Jupiter planet, which is there in his Nadi Nakshatra, is showing 511. So Jupiter is sitting in Jupiter Nakshatra and Jupiter Sublord. And all the three are showing 511 connection, strong connection. And everywhere is connected with the 10. So 10 house gives huge amount of fame to the person. This is how Justin Bieber is so much of talent. We can also take a powerhouse of talent as Benny Dale, who knows so many languages. He's a great singer and a powerhouse of talent. Benny Dale. Benny Dale, let's check this super talented person, Nakshatra Nadi. So Benny Dale, whether he has 511 connection or not, let's see. So look, everywhere it is showing 10th house, 11th house, 5th house is making a connection. So this is how when a creative house get connected with 11th house, and if most of the sublord and nakshatra are showing connection with 5 and 11 and 10 and second houses, then the person become extremely talented and famous. And this is how the big shot in Bollywood and Hollywood and the various places, the people are so talented. The fifth house is the house of creativity, and we have implemented and tested these in so many horoscopes and found out that the astrology is showing a perfect connection over there. So if you want any consultation or any kind of advice in astrology, you can definitely contact in the above number and email ID. We'll definitely try to help you. Thank you so much.